are delving straight into our conversation this afternoon, and it's just going to be about experiences that alumni, students of Heritage, have had in their stay in the four walls of Heritage Christian University College. And to my extreme left, Henrietta, one of the star ladies of Heritage Christian University College, alumni as well. Henrietta, how are you?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Good to see you after years.
Good to see you too. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Good to be back.
Yeah, good to be back and good to have you on the show. Dave,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
I'm good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm also doing very well. Good to have you also on the show as well. Yeah, so David is. Are you an alumni yet? No, he isn't. David is transitioning, and so he will be graduating later this year, Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Information Technology Management. That's the program that he is reading, or he read here at Heritage Christian University College. And Henrietta, a marketing student, right? An alumni. I succeeded here some years back. Today we have them in the studio, as well as our audience who are also here as well, and we'll be getting interactive with all of them later on the show. But let me start off quickly with Dave and ask. You are still here and you are looking forward to just leaving us very soon. But tell us, what are some of the things that you say you classify as accomplishments, achievements that you've been able to attain while you were staying in the School of Heritage?
My stay here at Heritage has been a memorable one, and I'll mention two things.
Okay.
Which are not academical in a way. One being myself and two other colleagues representing the school in the US in the Global Social Innovative Challenge, where we came tops in the final 8 teams with our innovative idea of turning human urine into organic fertilizer. That's one of the projects that I'm very proud of as a student here. Because I don't know where you get the opportunity except with Heritage. And secondly, being part of the organizing team in organizing Impact Week. A program hasn't ended, but the participants were calling for another one. I was so proud of being part of that.
This was in which year?
That was last year, 2023, November 2023. And these are two things that stands out for me.
Great. Henrietta, how about you? How has life been for you so far? Having completed a couple of years back, how has it been?
Looking at the unemployment situation, and looking at that side, it hasn't been easy. But thanks to Heritage, Heritage like to really take care of us. So thanks to Heritage, I'm back here working.
You're back home.
You. I'm back home. It feels good to be home. So I'm back here working.
If you're on, if then more day. Henrietta is happy to be back home as well. So David mentioned two quick things. The Global Social Innovation Challenge. I mean, together with two other people, like he rightly mentioned, traveling back to the US to go and compete on the global scene with the idea of turning human excreta into human urine into fertilizer. And what an idea! Innovative ideas. That is what Heritage is churning out. That is what Heritage is all about. Free visa, eh? You want Jackpa? You want Jackpa? Heritage, free visa. They went straight to the US. And among so many schools that competed, they were part of the final 8 schools that went to the grand finale of that contest. That's a massive achievement that they got in the. But let me turn attention to so much from our alumni already, and then also David, who is leaving the four walls very soon with us. Let me get to some of our new students. They have been in the school for a couple of months already. The excitement have been there. They've had their own ways of, having fun and wanting more. Like David said, Impact Week came last year and people were asking for the next one, even though it hadn't ended at the time. Let's find out from some of our fresh students as well, level 100 students who are here with us today. They will mention their names. If you are speaking, then you mention your name to us, the program you are reading, and then just tell us, how has Heritage been for you so far?
I'm Shelley Bakite.
Okay.
Level 100 students of Heritage Christian University College. And I'm reading Human Resource Management.
Okay. How has your stay been so far?
I would say it's okay. Because Heritage is treating us very well. And I really like the name Heritage Christian University College. And I
Emphasis on Christian?
yeah,
Wow.
and I chose this school because I didn't want to attend any other school where I'm going to be influenced to do any other bad things
Mm,
as compared to this school where like we can't do any bad things and
mm.
it is banded here.
Okay. Great. Great to hear from you. Let's hear from the person next to you. Your name, the program you are reading.
Okay. I am Elizabeth
Mm,
Udoko and I read nursing.
mm,
Well, when I heard about heritage, I was like, which school is this?
mm-hmm,
I've not heard about heritage anywhere before. But then through persuasion, I came to the school. I realized that the teachers are friendly. I mean, you have a one-on-one conversation with them,
mm,
unlike other schools
mm-hmm,
where the population in the class is almost about 200. The size in each classroom is okay. You're able to have a dialogue with the teachers, ask them questions, then they give you right answers.
Great. Good to hear from you as well. So clearly, we are already beginning to hear some of the good things that happens here on the campus of Heritage, and it is why Heritage is in focus this afternoon on the show. So still tell a friend to also tell another friend that we are back on your screen sharing some experiences from Heritage University College as well. Let me get to some of our people who are also trying to finish up their coursework and their research works and all of that. That thing called research work, thesis. That thing. Don't worry, they will tell us. But let me get to one gentleman. You wouldn't like me to say, but maybe I will say it. He was the chaplain of his time in the person of Mr.
Onismus Kwekuwalis. Yes.
Onismus Kwekuwalis. We all know Wallace. We all know Wallace. But now he says it's Wallace. Wallace. Yes. So Wallace, tell us a bit about your stay on Heritage Campus, how things have been, just like David mentioned. What are one or two things that you classify as accomplishments or achievements that you always keep in memory?
All right. Thank you very much.
Mm,
Well, my stay here at Heritage has been a very wonderful one.
mm,
And well, let me just go straight to the point.
mm.
So my greatest accomplishment here at Heritage is I got the opportunity to do a professional program
Okay.
with Google Coursera,
Mm,
and I actually did two. So I did one in IT support,
mm.
and I did one other in data analytics.
Okay.
Yes, and Heritage. I mean, there are so many opportunities here at Heritage,
Mm.
and well, it was something that was sponsored by the school,
Okay.
and so everyone who registered had, I mean, the free tuition, and then we learned and we got our certificates, and yes, so those are the very two great accomplishments that I will mention.
Interesting. Let me hear from Sandra behind you. Sandra, I hope you are fine.
By God's grace.
Good to have you on Heritage in Focus this afternoon.
Thank
Just tell us about some of the things you've learned from Heritage that you think are so much valuable to your life as you prepare to step out from the campus of Heritage.
Okay, so one thing I've learned so far
Mm,
is compassion
Mm.
from our core values.
okay.
Heritage is a community
Mm,
with love,
mm,
and we have compassionate people
okay.
who are willing to help people who are in need.
Mm,
You can just walk up to someone and the person will be willing to help you. So that's one thing I've taken from Heritage.
mm. And when it comes to, let's say, a skill, in terms of skills that you've been able to acquire here, aside the fact that people are being compassionate towards you, what essential skill, one or two, that you've also attained that you think is so much?
Okay, so through IT boot camps
Mm,
that we always do every semester,
mhm,
we do things like models like mobile computing,
Okay.
where you can create an app on your mobile phone, and also 3D modeling,
Mm,
where you can use just some artifacts to get what you want.
okay.
So with the IT bootcamp, it has helped me a lot to get more skills in my field of study.
Okay, great. Good to hear from Sandra as well. So we are still having some interactions with some students of Heritage Christian University College and then also an alumni of Heritage this afternoon on the show. And so let me take some few comments that have already come in. They keep buzzing in already. So let me read this one. And this one is coming in from Hope, and it says, "Hello, Dennis. This is Hope, level 200 theology student here at Heritage. I remember when I got to campus, that's quite a lengthy message, but we'll take it. That's an experience, you know. So I remember when I got to campus, it was your good self who took me around. Oh, thank you. You explained the importance of General Assembly to me, and it had stuck with me since. The following week, there was a departmental meeting with the head of department of the theology department and the rest of lecturers in the department. You meant lecturers. I had the opportunity to meet all the students in the department, and we ate together. As if that was not enough, 2 weeks later, I met the provost who said to me, and I quote, "We will help you to succeed," unquote. And I'm happy to announce that they have been helping me and my colleagues to succeed since. Thank you, Heritage, for your continuous assistance. Thank you so much, Hope Jose, sending in this one on the show this afternoon. Let me take this one there. I get back to my alumni and then David right beside me. This one says, "I'm Reborn from Volta region. Please, I want to study photography. I want you to tell me more." Okay, so we'll tell you more on the show, but don't forget to contact the numbers I mentioned earlier. So pick up these numbers and contact for more details. 055 102 6164, 055 102 6164, or 020 229 8399. We'll take time to respond to all of your enquiries here at Heritage Christian University College. Let me come up to you, Henrietta. You've already mentioned the fact that Heritage has been so much of a help to you. But now let me throw the question back to you as they've all answered. What are some of the memorable moments you can share during your stay back here so with friends? Because I know you had some crazy people around you. And I mean, crazy. I mean, some fun and exciting people around you.
Yes.
Tell us some of the fun memories that you can have.
Some of the fun memories was our very first SRC election. I was part of the pioneering group, so and I
A
was,
pioneer. So you see your pioneer. She's here.
and I went as the walk-on, and I won hands down. And that day, it gave me this new feeling. Like, so this is how these presidents, that's how they feel.
Yeah.
I
You felt on top of the world.
but it was good. The very first election. Then I remember one Sunday, president's wife surprised us with some nice lunch. I'll never forget.
Wow.
The food was delicious.
So it means
It was so nice. It brought us everyone together. Heritage is a family. If you are here, you will enjoy. Trust me. We are each brother's keeper. Every Obiadon. We all love ourselves. It's one big family. And I always carry that with me.
okay.
And
I haven't mentioned presidents, and I mean the word president, and then also his wife. I haven't brought them in. How pivotal has the relationship with president and his students been? I mean, or was for you during your stay on campus? Henrietta, talk to me.
I don't know how to start it. I don't want to get emotional, but that man, I don't. Words film. Like, God bless him so much. President is Dr. Chumesian.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful man.
Okay.
Going to Jena, I built my confidence from him. So how I got to even have a relationship with him was just he always marvels me like how he's very down to earth. He's ever ready to listen. During our time, his doors were always open to us. If you need to speak with him, just say, he'll tell you, take my number, send me a text, I'll listen to you. He was our father. He's a very good man, and we are happy for him. We are glad we have such a man in our lives.
We are glad we have such a man in our lives here on the campus of Heritage. David, let me come to you. Sandra mentioned some of the skills she has acquired. On a personal level, having been able to travel even out of the country and be part of the organizer of Impact Week. And by the way, Impact Week is organized by the Lufthansa Group. It's not. Enkoso, Lufthansa Group. Yes, David. What are some of the skills that you've been able to acquire during your stay aside the classroom work that you've been able to gain knowledge from?
With these opportunities on Heritage Campus,
Mm.
I've been able to learn teamwork,
Okay.
how to work with people.
Mm.
Because growing up, I had that tone of commanding people to do this, to do that.
Okay.
But in the campus of Heritage, you learn to listen to each other, try to compromise on some of your decisions,
Okay.
try to get the buy-in of others,
Mm.
and try to work with people so that everyone is on board. And
Okay.
with those experiences I got, that made me be able to work with others, and also to be innovative and creative.
Mm.
Because it's not, when you come to Heritage, there are so many opportunities around us, but it's up to you to grab them.
Okay.
No one will come giving them to you on a silver platter.
Mm.
You need to work for them. So you need to be innovative, you need to be creative, you need to think outside the box.
Okay.
To bring ideas that are
Wild.
wild, so that people can support you.
Okay.
Just like what we took, because there was so many ideas on board, but we looked at them and said, this one will get people's attention. We have to work with it. And it's something that we are not just giving up. So
Okay.
Heritage has given me those soft skills as well.
Okay. So we'll come back to not giving up on the idea later on. But let me get to I can see Solomon in the audience. Let me get to Solomon. We'll talk. He will tell us. I mean, he's still on campus so far. What are some of the things that really excite him or makes him excited on the campus? Solomon is one of the most popular guys on campus. I know that. I know that. I know that. Solomon, talk to us. How has Heritage been for you so far?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say a big thank you to Mr. Abbey for giving me the opportunity. And
For Heritage, you
let's-
focus, not me.
okay, yes, of course. I mean, let me just delve into the main point. Well, I want to thank you for making my stage a beautiful one. I remember last 2 years, I came here for a graduation, and my uncle told me to see you for you to take me through some of the things
Wow.
that happens at Heritage, and you motivated me as an upcoming artist and a visionary person. I felt like because Heritage is a Christian school, it would limit my passion for music. But when I got to Heritage, my first year, I won the Heritage Talent Hunt, and it's been a great year for me. From there, thanks to Mr. Ebenezer Niyama, who has also made my stay on Heritage a beautiful one, to the current first female SRC president of Heritage, Teresa Kwachwa, and other people as well. So Heritage has been a lovely community for me since I came here, and I really appreciate that. It's really a pleasure and a blessing to be here.
A pleasure and a blessing. You have a name, Lyrical Scandy, right?
Yes, of
Lyrical
course.
Scandy. So he share us something very, very small. Let's get to Anita. Anita, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Heritage. Oh, Heritage today.
Okay, so heritage. I got to know about heritage from a friend. Shortly after I wrote WASI, scouting for universities, I asked my friend, so you've heard of heritage, you've been there, how do you find the place? She told me, it's cool. And I said, cool, that's all. So
What were you expecting to hear?
I don't know, something.
Yeah.
So my mom and I came here, and as soon as we got to the entrance of the school, we were already blown away.
Wow.
So we spoke to some of the staff. They were very hospitable, very friendly, ready to answer questions.
Okay.
We went on a quick tour, and I fell in love with the school.
And since then, you still be in love.
Of
And you are still in love with the school.
100%.
Good to hear from you as well. Let's hear from Mami Bruni, the Bruni among us this afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine.
Tell us your name and program you're reading, and just share with us the experience with Heritage so far.
Okay, I'm Shulamite.
What's the name again?
Shulamite.
Shulamite. Wow, Shulamite.
I'm studying BIT, Business Information Technology Management. And I live around the school. I'm not far from the school. So one day I was home and four guys came to me. They are from the school. And I think you were part. Yes, you were part. And then they came to convince me. They asked me why I'm still home. I'm done with school. Right now I'm working. And they were like, oh, have you heard of Heritage? And I was like, yeah, that's that Bible school. That Bible school. And then they were like, oh, it's no more a Bible school, but then we've added other programs to it. So we want to encourage you to come to the school.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'll think about it and I'll talk to my parents to see what they will say. So I went on to discuss with my parents and then they agreed. So I came to the school to have a little tour to see how the school was. And then looking at the environment, it's a serene place. I checked the classrooms. You couldn't see so many chairs. The chairs were, there are not many like as you compare to other universities. Yeah, so I saw the place to be cool and then a conducive place to study. So I checked the programs and I fell in love with one program, which is the one I'm studying right now.
Okay.
And then I applied here. So that is why I'm here in Heritage.
Good to hear from you, Shulamite, as well. Good to hear from you. It's good to know sometimes that people who are students of the university and then also staff of the university try to also get involved in sharing the good news and sharing the good impact that the school is making in its own environment to others to also benefit from. And maybe after the show behind the scenes, we'll talk more about the fact that you are here. But let me come to you, Eugenia. You're the one we haven't heard from today. I've gone General Secretary, right, of the Students Representative Council, Honorable. Eugenia, how was your stay so far? By the way, are you done with your research work? You're on it, yeah. Okay. Good. She's a Shako, so she's a Shako, yeah. But what are some of the things that you are picking out from Heritage? I mean, after your research work has been approved, you are leaving Heritage for life, starting with National Service. But what are some of the key essentials you've picked up from Heritage?
So speaking about skills that I got here, maybe presentation and teaching skills. So I offered business in SHS.
Okay.
And when we came here, most of them, so when you came in the department, we all do accounting, then business skills. And most of them were not having any skills about it. And from my previous experience, I started myself to teach them.
Wow.
Yes.
At a fee
No.
or free?
Since level 100, we set the day aside, then they all come together. Then I take them through what I know.
Okay.
So from class, what you know, and what I also know.
Okay.
Yes. And during that, I was able to grow myself up.
Okay.
So that is one thing I would say I'm taking upon myself. I've learned.
Okay. Okay. And you feel that's going to really help you go into the workforce, right?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. That's fine. So we've heard from Eugenia also, who is a former General Secretary for the Student Representative Council of Heritage Christian University College. We are still in the studios of Truth TV from the campus of Heritage Christian University College, and we are taking experiences from some students and also alumni of Heritage. We'll go for a quick break. When we'll come back, we'll talk more for them to share some fun memories for all of us to hear. Stay tuned. Still live in the studio of Truth TV, coming your way with Heritage in Focus. We are still having a conversation with some students of Heritage and also an alumni of Heritage to hear from them, sharing their experiences to motivate you watching us today at home. If you are making a decision or you are still contemplating what exactly it is, which environment you should find yourself in attending a tertiary institution, a university, a private university, then please stay tuned with us and stay glued to your seat as we encourage you this afternoon with our experiences from Heritage Christian University College. I'm not going to share any experience, My experience is all that they are sharing. They are sharing everything that I have to say because I know they will say everything as well. So, but let me come back to our alumni. And for Henrietta, tell us about how it felt to be a pioneer, to come to Heritage from the very onset, to be the very first group of students to be on campus. And now, as you are seated here, the transition that you are seeing, the kind of development and kind of impact that heritage is making. How does that make you feel?
Well, the first day I got here, I cried
Mm.
because it was just 2 buildings,
Mm.
and we called it the L-shaped school. So when I got here, I'm like, why is this place? Why did my dad decide to dump me here?
Mm.
But God knows what He had in store for me
Okay.
in Heritage.
Mm.
And when I finished school and I came back
Mm.
and I saw the development, I was blown away.
Mm.
I was so happy, and I'm still happy for the future of Heritage. Things have changed. The school is growing
Okay.
at a very fast pace, and I'm so excited.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm very happy about the progress so far.
Great. But can you just share with us maybe one challenge that you are facing or you faced during your stay in Heritage, and how you probably overcame that challenge?
Well, our problem, I would say, electricity and water. When we came the first few months, we didn't have a plant. So when the lights go off, we have to call Isaac. Isaac is one of the drivers. He was a janitor at the time. You have to call him come and turn on the generator. And generator is running on diesel.
Okay.
So once it runs out, it means you are sleeping in the dark. Sometimes there will be no water. We have to wait for the tanker to bring us water. But one thing Heritage is good at is making sure we are all comfortable. When there is no water, President will call. Why is there no water for my children? Why is there? So it's like, as much as possible, they try, but it was also
And he referred to you as his children.
Yes, he still refers to everybody as his children. Yes.
Great to hear. And so for the hundreds who are here, the freshers, you see the way you're enjoying. You're enjoying. Some people came and when the electricity goes off, they have to plant. When it's light out, oh, we don't care about ECG. There's light. Air conditioner modem.
Yeah, we didn't have air conditioning. It was fun. Yeah.
Anyway, that's a development that Heritage has got as it stands. But David, let me come back to you and tell us, you transitioning, what do you envision to see Heritage becoming in the near future, a couple of years' time after you've left?
One thing I'm looking out for is for Heritage to get a charter and be an independent university.
Okay.
That's one thing that has always been on my heart. And some time ago, I even told you that I wish my certificate would have been
Heritage.
by Heritage, not university. But
David, you love Heritage, oh?
Heritage, I don't know, but I'm taking Heritage as my personal project.
Yeah.
The whole university is your personal project. Hey, is it your personal project too?
Heritage is because from the first day I heard about Heritage, I was in church and President and Dr. Victor Boyd came there to tell us about Heritage.
Okay.
I think that time the tuition fee was around 2,500. So I was making for 4 years, 20,000 for foreign. But when I came here, Heritage is a place where, as I said earlier, the opportunities are available.
Okay.
If you avail yourself, you will get them.
Okay.
So, and the other thing, Heritage is a place where benevolence is, I don't know,
in abundance.
I don't know. So that's one thing I also be doing to stay connected to Heritage.
Okay.
Because I know we have the endowment fund.
Okay.
And there's the CEP projects where they help students. And this is something that, as I'm about to graduate and get into the work field, the little I'll be getting, I'll try to contribute to that fund to help others. Because had it been for the help of others, I don't think I would have gotten this far.
Okay.
So that's how I'm
Okay.
for the
Okay. Great to hear from David as well. But let me get to Sandra. You'll be leaving us very soon, but I mean, as you leave, definitely you're going to join the Alumni Association, and for that matter, you will need to stay connected to everyone else who belongs to the Heritage family. How do you see yourself connecting with us back? Is it coming to visit us every single day from where? Dunkwa nothing. Will you come to Heritage every day? But I mean, how are you going to stay connected with the Heritage family, even when you leave the four walls of Heritage?
I don't wish to leave.
You want to stay here?
Yeah.
Don't go here.
And then,
Hey.
but I have to leave.
Okay.
So through our social media handles, alumni pages, and as David said, get fund
The endowment fund.
yeah, endowment fund. So with that, I'll get more connected to heritage,
Okay.
and I wish I will build my house around heritage so that I will always come in, check what's going on, and go back to my house.
Wow. Interesting. That tells you people are really in love with their school. And people can really share the good things that they've had and they are taken away from heritage. It's not a fluke. If everyone else is to go deep down, especially those in 400, those in 300, those who have left, like herself, there you will know exactly what it means to be a part of the heritage family. And it is why today, coming back on your screens with Heritage in Focus, we decided to just have some experiences being shared with you from students of the heritage family and then also some alumni as well. So let me get back to my freshers because they are with us for the next 4 years. I know how. Oh, I know what. Now 4 years now, but let me get to you. Anita, let me come back to you and then tell me. Since you came here in what, January?
April. March, April.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So since you came in April, it's been just a couple of months. But how have you seen the relationship with faculty and student relationship? I mean, staff or administrators, or their relationship and all of that. How has it been for you?
Okay, I would say it has been a very great experience. Getting to meet new people, getting to socialize, it has been a very nice experience. Like my colleague said, when you don't really understand something, you can just head over to the lecturer. I don't understand. They are willing to take their time, listen to what you have to say, and then help you. So it has been a very good experience for me, and I can't wait.
Great. Shulamite, you are part of Impact Week last year. Share with us the experience you gained from Impact Week. How do you think the design thinking process impacted your lives? And I think your team was one of the winning. You're part of the winning team actually. Liberation.
Yes, Liberation.
Tell us about Liberation and your whole experience with Impact Week and Heritage.
Okay, thank you very much. Impact Week was held last year in December 2023. And then I had a chance to engage in some of these groups, but then I chose one group, but they didn't give me because there were so many. So they sent me to female empowerment. And with that group, we had to go to our community and then find problems that was there. So we chose menstrual hygiene. We found out that most girls around were finding it difficult to buy sanitary pads, and then they were using rags and tissues, which was not hygienic. So we brought that on board, and then we discussed it, and then my team won. So with that, there I learned to be creative. I learned to generate new skills by talking to other people because I'm not the type that go into people like that. I'm kind of shy. So I was able to I'm kind of shy. So I was able to interact with other people in the community. And then we found out their problems and then we solved it. So my team won. So right now we are embarking on a journey. We are we are helping them out with reusable sanitary pads. We are promoting female hygiene.
And now you have to go and tell your boss, the head of your team, that you've done an advert for him for free. Please, you have to come and pay. Anyway, that's good to hear from you, Shulamite, sharing her experience with Impact Week and also the Liberation Hub, the team that won the challenge in November 2023 as well. Now, let me get back to my people who are leaving. Onesimus Kweku Wallace. I hope I got it right.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Onesimus, you'll be leaving us very soon. But what are your aspirations as you head away from heritage? What are the things that you look forward to achieving, and what is it that we should be thinking about when we hear Kweku Wallace in some years to come?
Okay. Well, when you hear the name Onesimus Kweku Wallace, you should be thinking about CEO of MTN.
CEO of MTN.
Yeah. Well, it has always been my dream to be a network engineer.
Okay.
and I am actively working on that to become a network engineer.
Okay.
And so, well, basically, that's what I envision to become. And heritage has really helped me a lot. I mean, in that aspect of my life. And so, there is this lecturer, Dr. Paul Asante Dankwa. In fact, I don't know how to describe him, but Charlie, the guy is very solid. When it comes to networking, he's very solid. He comes to class and then it's like it is part of him.
Okay.
And I really like him so much that I don't know, but well, so just think about Onesmus as CEO of MTN. Yeah.
How are you going to stay connected with Heritage when you've left?
Well, so David and Sandra have mentioned a few things, and I would also say this. Well, so getting into contact and building a relationship with Heritage, I don't think it's going to be something very difficult or cumbersome to achieve.
Okay.
Heritage is just here. It will always be here. It is for us. It is in us. It is in our blood.
Okay.
And so wherever, whenever, anyhow, Heritage is still with us.
Okay.
And so we are always connected to Heritage. Yes.
Interesting. Always connected with Heritage. And so those are taught from Onismos Kweko Wallace as we continue to share some experiences that we've all had with Heritage Christian University College. Just a reminder that admission is in progress for the September 2024 intake. And so if you are looking forward to reading any program in Bachelor of Business Administration, then please don't waste time. Just contact Heritage and they will listen to all your inquiries as well. If you're also looking for any program in Bachelor of Science, including nursing, information technology, and also information security, as well as business information technology management, then Heritage Christian University College is the right choice for you to make as well. There's now a bachelor's degree in psychology for you to also read as well. And then there is one also in theology and ministry for you to also take part in. So many other courses, including professional programs as well, including the ICM and also the ICAG programs, all available for you. So the number to contact is 055 102 6164, 055 102 6164, and then also 020 229 8399. Let me take some messages that have come through, and then we'll be looking to wrap up. The conversation seems to be getting exciting, but then the time seems to be our enemy. But let me just read this one. This is coming in from Mohammed Nuruddin Adams. People don't really know that name, Mohammed. People don't know that's part of his name.
Yeah.
Mohammed Nuruddin Adams. Oh, you never Nuruddin? I salute, sir. So he says, I came to Heritage by mistake, and I've never been this fortunate in life after my inception with the university. All my love goes out to Heritage. This guy, if he gets the time, he will talk for 10 hours about Heritage, but he has decided to keep it short today for us on the show. Let me take this one also coming in from Lena. And Lena says, I'm happy to be a part of the Heritage family. I didn't know a school can exist this way to help and shape futures like this. Please, anyone watching should be able to come to Heritage and join us this September. Thank you so much, Lena, for sending this one. Let me take this one also coming in from Elijah. Elijah says, I'm watching from Kumasi, and please, when is the forms going to be out? Elijah, the forms are already out. Contact the numbers that I just mentioned, and you'll be able to get one as well. Just to give you a reminder of the numbers, is 055 102 6164, 055 102 6164, and then 020 229 8399. Let me take the final message via SMS, and then we'll continue the show this afternoon. This one is coming in from Ensioba from Achim Agogo, and it says, it's good to see this show back on screen again. We waited for a couple of time, but we are here. Ensioba, thank you so much for staying with us and monitoring Heritage in Focus. We are back on your screen this time with more bangers, more bangers. Thank you so much. We'll go for our final break on the show. When we come back, our alumni, we'll hear from them telling us what sort of message they have for the students or the prospective students out there, and then also they'll tell us how the Alumni Association is doing. So that our people who are living, David, Wallace, Sandra, and Eugenia, as they are leaving. They are now going to leave the community page and enter the alumni page. What is life there? They will tell us all of that. Then our freshers, they are fresh, but they will tell us something to the prospective students come September. Stay tuned. Thanks for staying with us on the show. And so we are wrapping up very quickly on the show. And hopefully next week we'll come back with further discussions. And we'll be delving so much deeper into some insightful topics on the show Heritage in Focus. But at this point, we'll be taking final words or final thoughts from our audience, our level 100s, the 400s who are leaving us, and then also the alumni. Somebody will ask, why is it that we didn't bring somebody who is level 200 or somebody who is level 300? So we brought the head, we brought the tail. The middle, we decided to leave the middle. If the head is good, the tail is good, the middle obviously will be so nice. And then the seller, the alumni is here to share the information with us. But later on the show, we'll be bringing all of these people also to share their experiences. But let me come to you, Henrietta. How is the Alumni Association doing? You hold any position in there? Yeah.
The secretary.
Secretary to the Alumni Association of Heritage. How is the association faring, and what message do you have for prospective students and our people who are stepping out of the four walls of Heritage very soon?
Okay, so this is our very first, like, alumni, like the first time we've organized alumni. So we have projects coming on. We want to take part in the scholarship. We also want to have like a slot where we also sponsor some of the students.
Okay.
We have other projects coming up as well. And to prospective students,
please talk to them. Look into the camera and talk to them.
Testimony of Heritage Christian College. My confidence and everything you see right now is Heritage. And I don't regret ever coming to Heritage. You won't regret it. If you come and you don't get your money's worth and even more, I will refund your money. I will refund your money for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Heritage is a good place. I am happy I am here. I'm happy I was here. Just come. You will see. Come. Okay. Come.
The message is come. Come and join the good family. Davido, tell us, you'll be leaving the four walls of Heritage in a couple of weeks officially as a student, but I know you surely come and do masters here. You have to come. What message do you have for prospective students for the September intake and also January, and anyone else who's out there thinking about university?
What I'll tell students out there who are looking for university education is to look nowhere else but Heritage.
Okay.
Heritage is a land of opportunities. Just come.
Okay.
Just come and witness and have a feel of what is happening here.
Okay.
If I use myself as an example, I don't think we'll live here right now. So I will leave it there. Just come and have a feel for yourself.
Okay. Just come and have a feel for yourself. Onesmus, Wallace, any message to our prospective students and also those who are in the school, like those beside you, the level 100s, any message for them as they are here and those who are considering coming here?
All right, thank you very much. So David and Henrietta have said it all. Just come. And then I would also want to emphasize on the fact that Heritage is a land of opportunities, as David mentioned. And you don't experience these things if you just sit back and watch.
Okay.
You have to get yourself involved. And I personally have enjoyed so much opportunities, even beyond classroom.
Okay.
In fact, I permit me to say this. I remember one day I was at church service.
Okay.
Announcement was made and then my name was mentioned that I'll give someone the next Sunday. I was like, hey, now media someone there. So after service, I had some faculty members, some lecturers coming to me, telling me that next Sunday do this, do that, do this, do that. And authentic, it was so marvelous that a video was sent to president.
Okay.
So the next Monday when he came to campus, I met. He was like, "You delivered a sermon." So like he was. I don't know. You see,
There was
president is very
joy.
passionate about it. So I felt that look, beyond everything, there are people, there are faculty members, even our own peers who really care about you and then your well-being.
Okay.
And so you don't experience these things unless you get yourself involved. And so to our level hundreds especially, just get yourself involved and then you would experience all these things.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Sandra. Sandra, your message to the prospective students out there, and then also to level hundreds and 200s who are still with us. Anything that you have for them as you prepare to leave?
Okay, so for the continuing students, I would say that they have to stay focused and motivated and take care of their physical and mental health, because Heritage is a community who, like, the people in it are open to help you achieve whatever you want. And to the prospective students, I want them to know that sometimes you have to embrace the unknown and face new experiences. So they have to come and experience heritage, feel heritage, and eat heritage.
Oh, come and experience heritage, feel heritage, and eat heritage. And sleep heritage. All right, thank you so much, Sandra. Eugenia, let's hear from you. Your message to our students who are currently with us as we prepare to leave, and also those who are considering joining the Heritage family.
Okay. One thing I would say is, so I'm giving an instance. Heritage is a community that embraces the students. So alumni, most of the alumni are employed by the school. So if the school is not proud of their product, why would they employ them? They give in their all, train, so that at the end they can also tap in what they have also developed on yourself. So this is to show you that they are not here to play. They are really helping and impacting. So take advantage of it and come.
Thank you so much, Eugenia. So we've heard all from 4 or 5 of our students who are leaving the walls of Heritage in a couple of weeks and months' time after they have submitted their research works. And so they will be saying goodbye after a 4-year journey coming to an end with Heritage. But for those of us in 100, we are still here. Any of you wants to share anything, any message to those who are outside who want to join us in September? If you want to share, yes. Lizzie?
Okay. Well, after SHS, I was planning, my dream school was Legon. I bought forms for Legon. I didn't get the course I wanted. I later bought forms for Tech. Also didn't get what I wanted. And so later, my uncle was like, okay, Lizzie, go to Valley View. So I bought forms for Valley View too. And they said their admissions are over and a whole lot. Later, I also bought forms for Pentecost University. And then they still told me the same story. So one of the admissions officer, they told my uncle that, oh, there's this school I've heard about. It's called Heritage. So let's easy try it and then find out how it is. So I came here with my daddy. No, before that, he gave me Auntie Dinah's number. And so I was calling her, asking me questions. I'm like, hey, Auntie, I've been to all these schools. Are you sure this school don't bounce me like the other school? She's like, oh, no. And most of the schools I went to, they made me write, exams, do interviews. I kept on asking her, Auntie, when I come here, will they do an interview? Will I write exams? She's like, no. I'm like, Auntie, are you sure? She's like, yes. So when I came here, the staff, they are very friendly, can ask them questions, show you around. So I would like to say that, Heritage is a nice community, it's very friendly. So I urge all students to come here. They will really enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. Any of you having anything to share again? I think Solomon? Erica's Kanzi. Yeah, let's hear you.
I would love to motivate those who are yet to come. That there's more to heritage. Like there's so much to it. So it's like pay less and more. So it's like Sikagari. Yeah, that's how it is. So I mean, you pay less, you earn more, you earn so much that it's a lifetime property. Yes, because my dad told me the best property he can give me is education. And giving me an education, it wasn't just an education, but an education that is not only about academics, but it's about entrepreneurship, it's about skills, it's about boosting your confidence. And comes to heritage, and you never regret.
Thank you so much, Solomon, Erica Skanzi. Anyone else have anything to say? Anita?
Okay, for those who are willing to come to this school, I would say yes, you should come. It will be a very good choice for you to do that. And also, knowing that I'm related to Dr. Samochumeti Anka, I didn't actually know until I came to this school, president of the school. Yes. Like they all said, he's a very, very down to earth person, willing to listen to whatever you have to say.
Okay.
So, if you're wondering how the staff of the lectures, faculty are going to be, don't worry, you're all in great hands. So, please make it a choice to be here.
Okay. Make it a choice to be here. Shalomite, do you have anything to add? Anything to tell?
Okay, so all those who are looking forward to come to Heritage, don't sit back. You should come because they have everything you need. Everything you need. You are going to be creative. You are going to generate skills. You are going to be bold, gain confidence. And yeah, I think that is all.
All right. Thank you so much. Anything to say? All right. So Shelley wants to add a final word.
I want to say two things I really like about Heritage.
Okay.
One is the library, and I would say I enjoy being in the library than my rent place where I rent.
You love being in the library than your abode.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And I'm comfortable to be learning there. I spend my time, most of my time there in the library. Yeah. And the other one is how the lecturers and the students as well, how they interact. And the authorities of the school also consider the ideas and thoughts of the students.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shelley, for sharing, for us to know you love the library more than your place of abode. The hostel and the place that you. Interesting. So, taking thoughts of all our students in the studio today, we are wrapping up on the show. But any shout outs? You have any shout out to make? David?
On my behalf and on behalf of the level 400s who will be leaving school very soon, I want to say a very big thank you to the president of the school, Dr. Chomesianka, the vice president and provost, Professor Williams Atolik. They've really impacted us a lot. And to all our lecturers and the staff of Heritage Christian University, we thank you all for everything that you've been doing for us, the support, the advice, the encouragement, and even some of them taking their own money to pay our fees. We are very grateful and we say God bless you all. You don't know how much you've touched us. God bless you.
Thank you so much, David, for sharing that. Any shout outs to anybody?
David has done the heritage, so shout out to my family.
Shout out to the family. Anybody saying shout out to the family? Anybody saying shout out to the family? Oh, so if you are saying shout out to the family, let's see your hand up. Let's see your hand up quickly. Let's see your hand up.
Daddy,
Shout out. So everybody saying shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation this afternoon and coming through it. We say a very big thank you to the entire production team for helping us to come your way this afternoon with Heritage in Focus, the very first edition of our rebound from our break. And so we are so glad that you made time to also be a part of the show, watching us from your various homes this evening. Say a very big thank you also to Heritage Christian University College for always and always being proud of us to be able to help us to come your way with Heritage in Focus. Admission is in progress for September 2024 admission intake. So for Bachelor of Business Administration programs, you are so much welcome to Heritage, as well as Bachelor of Science programs in nursing, information security and information technology, as well as business information technology management, you are so much welcome to Heritage, among many other programs, including professional ones as well. My name is Dennis Abe, your host for Heritage in Focus. We'll be back again on your screens next week. Until then, stay blessed.